Well, good evening and welcome to Cumberland County High School. You're going to take our word for it. The only thing you'll be seeing tonight is us. It's going to be an audio plus Sam and Sam only kind of broadcast, so we can't wait to bring this one to you between DeKalb County and White County. Starting off with Seth Fusion, the senior from DeKalb County. We got number 2, Jordan Parker, to follow him out. Number 10, John Hendricks. Number 21, Logan Duke. And then number 23, the senior incumbent, their star, number 23, Dallas Kirby. This is a squad that the boys have swept twice throughout the regular season. Got to have a lot of confidence in this one, Roberts. How much is too much confidence?
Too much confidence is very dangerous, Dicus, and you know that firsthand.
Well, speaking of very dangerous, double threes, Tucker Pinion coming out here. And we've got 0-0. Cole Sims. I have not seen a lineup announced like this one yet. Number 30, Lucas Dickerson, to follow him out. Number 4, Gage Stevenson. And then last but certainly not least, he dropped 38 points last time he was in the building. Number 3, Trip Pinion.
Same lineup we saw whenever we were at DeKalb. You know, that small ball lineup really passed the ball around the perimeter really well.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a matchup that everybody has got us penciled in to win, but you don't play the game on paper.
Right.
So let's see what they do as soon as we tip off here in just a second. I don't know who's going to tip off for the Warriors. They're going to tell Trip to. I mean, Gage Stevenson, who is a very phony 6'2", is the tallest guy out there, but going to give it to Pinion instead. The jump and more like a look up into the hands of number 2, Parker, guarded up top by Sims. Going to get it over to Kirby, driving into the lane. Good dump down find there. And going to kick it back out. Slow release 3, no good. Rebounded again by Kirby. Back out to Parker now. Going to drive in on Sims. Going up and getting it to go. DeKalb County takes a quick 2-0 lead over the Warriors with 7:28 to play right here in the first quarter. Pinion bringing the ball down the court. Trying to feel his way through this DeKalb County defense that the Warriors have kind of had their way with this year. Up top to Stevenson at the volleyball line. Going to swing it over to the wing. Tucker Pinion up top to Tripp now. 7:08 to play, down 2 points. Pinion going to find his brother at the right wing. Going to find Tripp Pinion in the corner. Driving in. Jump pass. Corner. Sidestep. Down low to Stevenson, who makes an ill-advised pass there. Stolen away into the hands of Parker. Going to drive in now. Kick out. Kirby left all alone for 3. Can't get it to go. Sims finally corrals the rebound. How big are rebounds going to be?
A lot, Dicus. We're just a little bit shorter than this team tonight. We got to get as many as we can.
Sims gets the ball back up top. Tucker thought about it. Lethal from any part of the court. Not just yet, though. Got to get warmed up. Spinning in the lane. Tripp going to kick it out and get stolen away into the open court. Great defense there from Lucas Dickerson. Ooh, a flurry of moves from number 0, Fusion. Put himself in the spin cycle and got him 2 points. Brings it out 4-0 with 6:05 to play. Warriors, I know they haven't had school all week. Going to have to warm it up right here. Dickerson going to find Sims, who loses it. Sloppy ball handling there, stolen away into the hands of Kirby now. Going to get it back to Parker.
He's got to get on that one. Got to go for the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grenade out there. You're diving on it. Kirby back up top to Parker. Going to swing it over to Fusion to the corner. And how much does this 4-0 start kind of dictate how they play in this win-or-go-home matchup?
Man. You know, it's not too bad. You know, it's only been the first few minutes here, Dicus, so I'm not too worried for these Warriors. They're just they're slow. Haven't done too much this week. You can just kind of tell, playing sluggish.
Let's see if they can't break out of this shooting slump to start. Over to Hendricks. He's going to let it fly. Rattles home. Pretty three-pointer there from Hendricks. Brings it out 7-0. Warriors down a touchdown early. Let's see if they can cut into it here on the offensive end. Going to hand it off. Tucker Pinion going to try and put a dent in it. Can't. Rebounded by Parker. Driving and knifing his way through the open court. Getting in the lane at will. Out to Fusion at the wing. Up top for 3. Hendricks Can't go 2 for 2. Rebounded by Dickerson in the hands of Sims. If you are just joining us on the radio, welcome to Cumberland County High School. Dickerson, that is, let me get that for you, a True North three-pointer by Mr. True North himself. That'll cut the lead 7-3 with 4.5 minutes to go. For those of you who don't know, I'm Sam Dykus. Joining me, as always, Sam Roberts. It's the first round of the District 7-3A first round district tournament between DeKalb County and White County. White County, of course, down 7-3 right now. Almost would have been 10-3. Hendricks couldn't get it to go into the hands of Sims into the open court. Spinning and kicking out Dickerson. Another, shooter's roll. Another True North three-pointer by Mr. True North himself. It is DeKalb County 7, Lucas Dickerson 6. As we haven't had school all week. He's never had school. You can see that his shots traveled this week. Spinning in fusion out to Kirby. Sizing up Stevenson, going to get it over to 21 now. Pinion switches on to him. Just going to get it to Kirby. Deep three. Ooh, off of Stevenson's face and rebounded by Tripp. Little assist on the rebound there from Stevenson. Pinion driving in the lane with the left hand. Just like that, an 8-0 run from these Warriors. It made it 8-7 with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Basketball's a game of runs. The Warriors are on theirs. How can they keep DeKalb County from getting back on one themselves?
Just keeping DeKalb cold on offense. You know, keep forcing them with contested layups like that. If that's the shots they're taking, keep letting them have it.
Stevenson went up and met him halfway into the hands of Dickerson in the corner now. To the left wing, Pinion. Sizing up, driving in with that left hand. Wow, how did he do that? A Houdini act to the rim. Tripp Pinion brings the lead out 10-7 with 2:43 to go here in the first quarter. In the hands of Parker, bringing it down the court, directing traffic. Driving in Duke. Going to kick it out to Kirby. You can tell he doesn't really want to be that far away from the paint.
Yeah, kind of moves his feet weird.
Yeah, he's just a little uncomfortable once he gets out to 20 feet. Going left to right with it now. Now back in the hands of Parker. Going to try a 5-out offense and see if that works. 2:12 to play right here. Over to Kirby. Going to feed it down low. Duke with a smaller defender on him. He's trying to back down. Pinion can't get it to roll. Rebounded by Sims. Not a foul yet in this game. I love it. A lot of high-octane offense. Pinion with the ball at the left wing, going back and forth between his legs and lost it. Gets it back out to Sims. He's going to take a three. He's going to hit the third True North three-pointer of the first quarter. 1:40 to go. The Warriors bringing that lead out 13-7 now. A 13-0 run to quiet DeKalb County. Let's see if they can keep their foot on the gas. Driving in, kicking out Hendricks. Great rip-through move. Couldn't quite get it off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Stevenson, and now into the hands of the tactician himself, Mr. Tripp Pinion, with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Going to get over to Lucas Dickerson at the left wing. Lucas going to find Cole Sims up at the top of the key. Cole Sims going to pass it over to Tucker Pinion, very much in range. Up top, Stevenson going to keep moving that rock. Sims, just missed that one. I was ready to bring that True North three-pointer graphic out for you, but just a little long. As checking into the game for the first time, the senior Fusion will sit down in favor of Mr. Elliott Barnes, the freshman. Obviously, it's been a disappointing season for DeKalb County, getting swept by the district, 0-10. But right now, that doesn't matter. As Coach Dawson said in rebound, you start off 0-0 right here. Let's see what they do about it. Barnes over to Duke in the right wing. Pinion, point of attack defender, tried to float one down to Kirby. Stolen away by Stevenson. 40 seconds to go right here. Probably going to hold for the last shot. What are you going to try and set up, Sam Robb?
Tripp Pinion ISO, he really seems confident right now. Really confident. They got the 5-out. You know, if he ain't got the shot, there's always that Warriors kick out.
Well, right now, I mean, the big thing is got to play help defense if Pinion drives to the hole. Instead, we're going to hand it off to him with the much smaller Barnes on him. Pinion, step-through move. Ooh, just couldn't get it to go. Poked away by Pinion. And finally, our first foul of the first quarter. That'll go against Cole Sims. They were batting that ball up and down, obviously trying to pick on the freshman in Barnes, trying to get a steal right underneath the basket. Sims tried a little bit too hard, and instead it'll be his first personal. Checking out of the game, Duke. Into the game comes, your guess is as good as mine. They don't have a number 15 on their roster. Poked away and stolen. No, into the hands of the newcomer off the back iron. Sure. Into the first quarter reads White County High School 13, DeKalb County 7. We'll take this time to tell you about our game sponsor tonight, the man we couldn't do anything without, Mr. Landon Dickerson over at True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. And good tell of that is we do have the score up. Let's see. White County High School up 13-7 on DeKalb County High School. How can they continue to grow this 6-point lead heading into the second quarter? Samrock.
Just keep up this good rotation they got. You know, they seem very comfortable, very great. And this man-to-man defense is really suffocating DeKalb. You know, the Warriors are executing it well. You know, they're staying right on their guys' hip, not letting them, any player, even if they don't have the ball, get any room.
Well, we were a little bit uncomfortable with this setup from Stonecom Radio at first. We've got it under control now. Wetted our beaks a little bit, got in there, got it figured out. So much gratitude and thanks to everybody at Stonecom Radio and True North Real Estate for letting this happen. And then, of course, thank you to Miss Allen and Coach D for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this game. A little bit more audio, a little less visual than usual, but, hey, going to flex our chops a little bit, painting the picture. Over to Dickerson, flyby. Pinion up at the top of the key, going to get it over to Tucker now. Back up top to that jet symbol trip. Doing a better job switching here at DeKalb. Dickerson, a pump fake drive and a mid-ranger. You know he's feeling good whenever he drives to the hole. Lucas Dickerson off to a scorching start. Here comes Parker, bringing the ball down the court with the left hand. Going to get it over to number 15. Now Kirby with Stevenson on him. Going to try and drive in, and just that little bit of a height advantage. Goes right up off top of the glass over Gage Stevenson. I think that's really where they're going to try and exploit this Warriors defense is with Kirby's post game. Let's see if the Warriors can't stretch him out and win the game from beyond the arc. Over to Tripp Pinion in the corner now. Tripp going to drive. Going to find Cole Sims high post. Pinion thought about it. Kicks out. Lucas, he can't hit another one. Oh, he couldn't. Just too deep there even for him. Stolen away by Stevenson in the hands of Tucker Pinion. Fading away. Who are we going to get that foul on? It could go either way. It's going against White County. No, excuse me, against DeKalb County. That'll be Parker's first personal foul, a pushing foul. Going to stay White County basketball. Great hands down low from Stevenson. You can tell they're being really aggressive trying to steal away a couple possessions.
Yeah, and a great way there to get the ball back without fouling. That was incredible.
Inbounds pass, Stevenson in the corner. Now they're going to get it back to Tripp at the high post. Out to his brother, pump fakes. Dickerson will not. Just miss. Rebounded. Tucker Pinion floater. Ooh, shooters roll right off the back iron and in. Brings it out 17-9. The Warriors lead with 6:20 remaining in the first half. Bringing the ball down is Parker. Going to swing it to the corner, Barnes. Back up top, Kirby. Unorthodox shot for him. Went all the way to the bottom of net. Deep three from Kirby. Kind of gives off that 1980s teen villain. Just kind of with the hair. I'm not sure what it is. Going to find Pinion at the right wing with 5:55 to go, up 5 points. A lot of fives. Pinion driving in and gets shoved by, come on. No, it's not number 5. That would have been a perfect metaphor right there. Instead, Pinion shoved down by number 10, Hendricks. Going to head the line to shoot 2 right now. Sinton, we need a little bit more size to offset Kirby. About to check in is Griffin and Lewis. Pinion at the line, shooting the first free throw. Can't get it to go. Here comes Griffin and Lewis. Out goes Stevenson and Sims. So it'll be Dickerson, Pinion, Griffin, and Lewis. What does this lineup bring?
Rebounding, size. You said it, Mitchell. Since we need a little bit of size to match this DeKalb County team, and that's what it's going to bring to the table.
Pinion splits the pair from the charity stripe, brings it out 18-12 with 5:48 to go in the first half. Tyler made the visit. That's all I'm worried about. Let's see if the Warriors can't send him home happy. Kirby going around the screen, gets it back to Parker with Griffin on him. A little bit of a different haircut from Griffin for the district tournament. Deep three. Hendricks couldn't get it. A lot of contact right there, letting them play through it. I love it. It's the district tournament. Go out and earn it. Here comes Parker with Griffin way out there, guarding him very closely. Now to Barnes in the corner, going around a screen. Going to dump it down to Kirby. Pulling out. He's got Lewis on him. Kirby trying to find a ball handler, does so in Parker. 5:05 to go. He's guarded by Griffin now. Trying to size up the defender, driving in with the right hand and blew the layup. But a rebound here, a jump ball between Hendricks and Lewis, 10 on 10. Why not just tie? 4:56 to go. It'll be the DeKalb County ball. Inbounding underneath their own basket, Parker going to find Kirby, who sprints out to the three-point line to try and see if he can't drive in on Lewis. Going in with the right hand, going up off glass and in. Dallas Kirby, the senior, making his presence felt very early. 7 of their 14 points with 4:40 to go. They're down only 4 to the Warriors. Down low, Pinion, swarmed by DeKalb County, throws it off of number 15 and stays. White County basketball, the Trip Pinion special. Yeah. I'm sure if we weren't at a neutral site, the home crowd would have hated it. Apparently, that's just the only reaction they can have. In the corner, Lewis thought about it, going to get it back to Tripp. Up top, Lucas, pump fake, driving in, going to kick back out. Pinion with that MJ between the legs dribble. Up top, Lewis, left Tucker wide open. You never should leave double threes open for a True North three-pointer, especially one that brings the lead out 21-14 with 4:08 to play, as this beautiful graphic handmade by our handmade graphics team getting a lot of run right now. The three-pointers falling. Kirby answers with one of his own near the top of the key. He is scorching hot to start. It's 21-17. Over to Dickerson at the wing. Up top, Tucker Pinion, who mishandles the pass. Now going to get it to his brother Tripp. Over to Lewis. Down low, top of the key. Trip Pinion, kick out. Dickerson feeds it right back. Pinion going to swing it to his brother Tucker. Going to try and force feed it down to Lewis. Does so. Fadeaway, jumper, automatic. Keon Lewis brings it out 23-17 with 3:25 to go. Keon Lewis, his scoring ability to get his own shot up over anybody has been a huge part of some of these games. Let's see if that continues to be the case. Here comes Parker driving in on Griffin. Going to take the mid-ranger. Bucket number 15, name unknown. 23-19 with 3:07 to go. DeKalb County is going to take a well-deserved timeout. And we'll take this timeout to once again tell you about our wonderful game sponsor, True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, where you don't just get one agent working for you, you get a team of 25 that work together like a family to get you the results you need. True North Real Estate. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this game. Again, thank you to Stonecom Radio for the equipment and for broadcasting this one on the radio. Trying my best not to miss that station identification. A little bit of a wrinkle here. Again, this is the first time we've ever done a radio broadcast. So I may have been told that I've got a face made for radio, but guess what? You still get to see me. 3:07 left to play right here. How do the next 3 minutes, the next 3 minutes and 7 seconds, the pivotal part of the first half, have to play out for the Warriors?
Well, we always say, Dicus, they got to win it. And I believe the best way to win it here is going to be from the three-point line. Not a lot given up from the interior.
Into the hands of Tucker Pinion at the right wing. Going to find Nate Griffin, who's going to drive in immediately off glass. Ooh! That would have been a prime and one call candidate. Just couldn't get it to go. Instead, he gets bumped by, once again, pick any name you want, number 15.
Porter Hancock.
Hancock.
Yep,
I
Hancock.
couldn't believe that they had left Hancock off here, but Griffin going to hit the first, bring it out to a 5-point lead. What kind of halftime lead are you looking for if you're the Warriors?
I believe the Warriors could push this easily out to at least a 10-point lead.
Well,
very easily.
Missed, but rebounded finally by Lewis after a fall from Griffin in the corner. Dickerson going to drive in with the left hand, pull back out, up top to Lewis with 2:42 to go. Guarded by Kirby, trying to back him down. Step through move, couldn't get to it. Instead gets it out to Trip Pinion, a good move in my eyes. If you know nothing else, get it to number 3. Going to get it over to double 3. Who's going to force feed into the paint. Griffin, running floater, no good. Going to get a foul. Griffin tried to meet Fusion on the way down for a jump ball. But looks like Tucker Pinion may have grabbed at his arm a little bit. He'll get his first foul of, first foul of the first half. First foul of the quarter for the Warriors, and it's gotten deathly quiet. I'm not sure why. Just a really uncomfortable silence.
A lot of non-fouls. Fans are kind of shocked, really seeing basketball. Just basketball. Feels like a college game, really.
A little bit, yeah. Into the hands of Fusion, bringing the ball down. Now going to get over to Parker. 2:15 to go in the first half. Back to Fusion. Trying to drive in on Dickerson. Going to kick it out to Parker. Guarded very closely by Griffin. Going to swing it around the perimeter into the hands of Hancock. Down low to Kirby. Trying to back down Lewis. Couldn't get that one to go. Here comes Trip Pinion with the rebound and a full head of steam. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Pinion driving in the lane. Just going to throw it up off glass. Couldn't get it to go. He was falling backwards and still had a great shot at it. Instead, it will be a rebound for Parker, who is going to push that 8 seconds to the limit, getting across half court. They're running horns. I could tell by the devil horns the coach was making. Out for 3. Hendricks in the corner. Gets it to go. That one's going to cut it. 24-22 with a minute and a half to play. Pinion going to inbound to Tucker Pinion. Set to check back in Cole Sims and Gage Stevenson at the next stoppage play. Trying to press Pinion. He's going to jump move up off glass. No good. Hendricks with the rebound. 1:10 to play. Now here comes Parker. Again, going to take his time getting those 8 seconds he gets to get across half court with 1 minute to go in the first half. It's just a 2-point game. Gorgeous fake driving in. Good contest. Even better finish. Parker high off the glass over the outstretched fingertips of Nate Griffin. Brings it 24-all. Right now, a very appropriate timeout for Coach Mitchell. I think that's one that he's got to call. And if you need any help with the real estate business, True North is who you've got to call. True North Real Estate and Auction Services is the fastest growing real estate and auction company in the area. So definitely want to use them in any real estate needs. They've got the Sam Dykes stamp of approval. I was on my way up here and saw a billboard for a non-True North real estate company, and I just shook my head. They're all playing for second, Roberts. All playing for second. Right now, the Warriors are playing for the next 47.6 seconds for a halftime lead. How are they going to do it?
Well, you can expect us to kind of just pass this ball around, get the final shot off. But, I don't know. This offense, it's kind of got a little bit of everything. We got the small ball lineup out there, so normally that means 3-pointers, but we'll see.
35 seconds in the hands of Pinion. Going to get over to Dickerson. In the corner, Sims driving in, kicking out, jump pass. Up top, Pinion going to let one fly. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Parker, who got a little too quick going across half court for his own standards. Slows it out near that Cumberland County Jets logo. 14 seconds left. Right now, at best, the Warriors can head into the break tied, I think. Definitely, you got a foul to give. I wouldn't mind using one here to avoid the shot. Instead, he's going to pump fake, and no shot, a pushing foul. Just hope it's not on Sims. That'd be a second. And it is on Sims. That will be his second personal foul. But like I said, they've got plenty of fouls to give. 2.3 seconds. You don't want this in the hands of a sharpshooter. which would be Kirby or Hendricks, who's inbounding it. Fusion, 1 second, awkward shot, never had a chance at it. 24 apiece at the end of the first half. Warriors, right now, it's starting back over 0-0. It's just a race to what, Roberts? It's a race to how many points?
Ooh, well, going off pace of this quarter, Dicus, man, if a team gets to 38-40, I'd say they got a pretty great chance of coming
They're
home
right
with
there.
this.
It's 24-24. Anybody that can't tell, I don't know how we would put a scoreboard up there. Honestly, that's not something that I was able to experiment with during this process of bringing the game to you. It's been a chaotic couple of hours trying to figure out how we were going to do this, but people at Stonecom Radio could not be more gracious, and of course everybody at True North Real Estate couldn't be any better to us for allowing us to stream the game here tonight. The home of the district tournament up here in Crossville. Always cool to see that jet out there, and I was jealous of it today because it got such a good parking spot. You can tell how much the district tournament means to everybody because I was carrying this equipment what felt like for miles. In actuality, it's a couple thousand feet. But Sam Roberts, what kind of atmosphere is this after kind of up in the air how it would be played, not getting to play at Tennessee Tech? Now we're here at Cumberland County. Explain to me what these teams need to keep in mind knowing that their season's on the line this very night.
Well, you know, it's new for everybody. Everybody's expecting the games to be played at Tech. And, you know, for your veteran players, that's where they kind of have the advantage. Like Tripp, this would be his 4th year yet there. But with everybody having this kind of culture shock of, oh, no, we're not playing at Tech, it's kind of the same for everybody. It's really balanced out.
Well, I mean, that's a huge home court advantage for Cumberland County to be able to come straight out to their high school and, you know, take shoot-arounds at the place that their season will be won and lost and decided how far they go right here in this very building. And it's a wonderful building. I regret that we can't show you the interesting blues and yellows of what I've always called the Boise State of the Upper Cumberland here. But instead you get to see us, which is a pretty good consolation prize in and of itself. But if you had to categorize that first half, how would you describe that first half for the people who couldn't see it?
It was evenly matched. You know, I feel like there was an even amount of threes and paint scoring. We saw the foul calls; they were all even. Did DeKalb call a timeout, or were they just
We each called one timeout.
Yeah, so you know, it was just like copy and paste. You know, I feel like everything was the same, but it's a great style of basketball. It's a close game, and I'm excited to see the finish of it.
It's a game of runs. Each team has had 7 or more points in their favor at one time or the other, just to be erased by the other team coming back and making a little run of themselves, and then we trade tit for tat, a 2 for a 2, a 3 for a 3, kind of basketball that you definitely want to see in the district tournament. I know good Facebook friend Dave Pinion, I saw that he posted the other day the 2-year anniversary of the shot Tripp Pinion hit against Stone Memorial that year that we went to state.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is just crazy that was 2 full years ago. I remember when that happened. What is this team going to have to do if they find themselves in a clutch situation like that to come out on top?
Trust Tripp. Trust Mitchell. You know, whatever Mitchell says, you know, stick to that play by the books. But, I mean, you can't. I don't imagine that ball not leaving Tripp's hands for the final shot.
Even you don't think he'd be a decoy?
I just feel like he's such a great isolation player. I feel like he'd be a decoy if they came for the double team and left an open shooter. But, I mean, if they get him on an ISO, I just feel like it would be hard to have Tripp as a decoy.
Tripp Pinion, I mean, obviously lethal. Plenty of other people that you'd want taking that last shot. Let's say Pinion's fouled out. It's a shot that's going to make or break the season. Who are some of the guys that you are comfortable 10 times out of 10, like, if Tripp can't take it, I want you taking this shot?
Ooh, well, you know, we've seen Tucker hit some difficult shots. He hits a lot more threes towards the end of the games, it seems. I'd be comfortable in his hands. Any open three from Lucas Dickerson, of course, with wonderful shooting ability. If Gage is an option, he's got an open shot. I'd be fine with that. Keon, if it's a nice little fadeaway mid-range. I feel like we just got a really well-balanced team that can all score the ball well.
Well, earlier when you were talking about such an even matchup between these teams, the talent gap in the Upper Cumberland, there isn't really one. So many of these teams are just so close.
Yeah.
Like the gap between Upperman at the top and DeKalb at the bottom is not as great as a lot of 1 through 6 in other districts is. Obviously, you've got some true superstars in this district, and Ty Cobb, Cade Caps, and then, of course, I'd put Trip Pinion up there if you want to have 3 faces of the district. But really, other than that, there's just a whole lot of guys that are so even, and any night can be their night. It makes it hard to kind of game prep for these Warriors. If you were an opposing coach, how would you prepare to play a team like the White County Warriors?
You got to stop the 3 ball. We're such a 3-heavy team, not a lot of size, not too many points from the paint besides from Tripp or Keon or Nate. So I feel like if you can eliminate that 3 ball, it's not going to get you a blowout, but it's going to really increase your chances of winning.
On the flip side, just based on the 10 quarters that you've seen out of DeKalb County, what's the recipe for these Warriors to come out victorious against them?
Ooh, that's a great question. Really finding a breakdown into DeKalb's defense, really. I feel like that's the only thing we struggled with. DeKalb's just getting great shots, and you can't even really describe it. They're using their size so well. They'll get the isolation, drive in, hop step, pump fake. Then they'll go up with the shot, and it's an easy shot for them because it's practically wide open for a high school student. So I feel like the Warriors are just going to have to outperform them on offense rather than to stop them on defense.
Well, talking about DeKalb County, they're the underdogs, and that you can just kind of tell that in the way they play. Very cagey, very back up against the wall. Yeah. They've got nothing to lose out here. They've been counted out by everybody. They're the 6, we're the 3. How big is the underdog mentality to what they do and how they'll perform in the second half?
You know how it is, Dykes. When somebody can come out here and play a game and have no fear, you ain't got no expectations, that's scary. A team that's not afraid to do anything or try anything to win, something you got to watch out for.
On the flip side, the Warriors, they don't seem like the big, bad 3 seed as that they are. They really had to go on a run there late to get to where they are. So I don't feel like it's David versus Goliath just yet. But if you're the Warriors, what kind of mind frame are you in right now at 24 apiece to a team that you swept in the regular season?
This is it. You lose. This is that's the last shot you'll ever take for some of these guys. Last shot you'll take this season for sure. But you just got to keep the mindset that, hey, we beat this team. Don't lose confidence even if you go down by 10. It's part of the game. It's a game of runs, as you said.
As somebody that appreciates the history of basketball like you do, I would definitely point you in the direction of a documentary we watched last night called We Beat the Dream Team, about the 92 select team, build up of all the college players that played the Dream Team, and a little practice exhibition match their first day together. It was really well done. It was very interesting, but it's a lot like the mindset I find here tonight where, if the Dream Team came home with silver, that was a disappointment. Not only is that a disappointment, that would be the biggest upset in the history of the world. Like, there is no way that they should have lost a single game in international competition. And that's how the Warriors have got to be feeling right now. There's no way that we let Trip Pinion, a member of the 1,000-point club, point guard on a state team, been here 4 years, that we let his career end tonight against DeKalb County. We let Gage Stevenson, Lucas Dickerson, Keon Lewis, Nathaniel Griffin, Jordan Brown, and Darvon Richmond, our 8 seniors, end here tonight, really back against the wall. That's us here tonight as well. that's what you got to love about these winner-go-home games, as we are starting the third quarter right now, and we are anxiously awaiting the top of the hour. Right now, Sims going to inbound at the half-court line in the hands of Tripp Pinion. Over to Sims at the left wing. Going to get up top to Dickerson. Going to keep passing it around the perimeter. Pinion holding up the three fingers, trying to run a play, driving in. ISO spin, stolen away by Hendricks. Hope Pinion doesn't get his hand stepped on. Up top, Fusion driving in and trying to find somebody. Nearly stolen away. Going to get it down to Hancock. Just a battering ram of basketball, as right now we will pause 10 seconds for station identification. Well, step-through move negated by a travel call. Going to stay 24 apiece with 7:15 to play. Here comes Pinion, muscling his way down inside, switching hands. I just couldn't get it to go. Hancock bringing the ball down. Quickly stolen away and fouls Tucker Pinion, who's trying to bring it across half court. That'll be Hancock's, I believe, second. Yes, got that one right. 7:05 to play. It's still 24 apiece. Out goes Hancock. In the game comes Duke. 7:05 to play. 24 apiece is the score. Into the hands of Pinion. Trying to tiptoe his way around the three-point line. Going to get his brother Tucker. Going around a Sim screen. Just couldn't get it. Bodies hit the deck. A pushing foul on DeKalb County. And that'll go against Parker. That'll be, I believe, his second. Inbounds play, going to get it back to Pinion now. 6:48 to go. Pass a little bit wide for his brother. Finally going to corral it. Up top, Dickerson. Over to the wing. Stevenson thought about it, set his shoulders. Now going to feed it down low. Sims at the top of the key. Over to Stevenson at the elbow. Up top, Dickerson. Going to switch it over to Pinion. Now to his brother Tucker. Still haven't really found just a shot that they like to see. Parker, I don't know how that wasn't a walk, but they throws it behind his head and going to get Tripp Pinion on a foul. Parker stole the ball away, threw it up ahead to nobody, then got it himself, threw it behind his head, and at the end of all of it, Tripp Pinion picks up his first foul. Parker across half court, going to bring it across. 6:15 to play. Nobody scored yet. Game of runs. This is a game of no runs just yet. Parker, deep three. Couldn't hit it. Took a bad route, did Pinion, but it'll go out of bounds nonetheless with 6:07 to play. He will get it over to Stevenson to inbound into the hands of Pinion now, crossing across the Cumberland County Jets high school symbol that they have right there. Going to find Sims at the right wing. Thought about forcing it down low to Tucker Pinion. Now he's going to drive in with his right hand and get bumped by Kirby. That'll be the third personal foul on the team in the quarter. Warriors 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Close to shooting free throws. That'll be big. Yes. Free throws are free for a reason. Those are free points that you're basically giving away. In a game like this, that's going to be huge. Pinion driving in, spinning up off of glass and in.
And that's what we need right there. Anytime the offense is slow, just let Tripp kind of get it started for everybody else. You know, as soon as he gets a bucket in, it feels like the whole offense starts flowing.
It's like somebody loosened the cap on a lid as Kirby drives into the outstretched arms of Stevenson, going to get him for a foul. Frustrated with that call. I believe it's his second. It's just his first. You always feel like Stevenson will have at least one foul now. That's just from playing a little bit above his listed height of 6'2". Kirby will knock down the first free throw, brings it 26-25 in favor of White County, and this one will tie it at 26 apiece. Talking about that run, that's a 2 for a 2. Let's see if the Warriors can't get a lead and a stop. Floats one out to Tucker Pinion, going to bring it up to the top of the key. Left Sims wide open. He's going to make him pay with if I can find it, true north three-pointer wide open from that right wing. He's hit 2 threes here tonight. He hasn't had a multi-3 game this season. Saving his best for last. Hopefully not his last, excuse me. Kirby driving in on Sims now. Going to pull it way back out. And now with Stevenson on him, Kirby hunting his prey, going around a Duke screen and just losing it. Wisely just going to let Parker run the offense for a change right here. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Trying to ball denial down low to Kirby. Parker, side-to-side dribble, mid-ranger, couldn't get it. Tapped out by Stevenson and into the hands of Parker. Pushing foul. That's on opinion. I'm not sure which one. It's either 3 or 3-3.
Big 3-3.
Yeah, and that's going to be double threes. That'll be Tucker Pinion's, I believe, second. It is inbounding right here. Parker up top to Kirby. Going to get it back now with 4:26 to play. They're down 29-26 at the hands of the Warriors. Kirby going to just move it right back over to Parker. Parker slowing the offense down a little bit. Not a whole lot of movement from this group. Parker just dribbling melodically around. Going to get it to Fusion now. 4:05 to play here. Going to force one out to Duke. Driving in on Pinion, and errant pass tipped away and stolen into the hands of Trip Pinion. It's a 5-on-4. Oh! Trip Pinion fastball a little bit behind his intended target, Sims. That one will go off his fingertips for a turnover, and now Coach Mitchell will take a timeout. A timeout that we will use to tell you all about the excellent folks over at True North Properties Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. The Warriors are heading in the right direction right now, Roberts. How can they keep heading that way after this Coach Mitchell timeout?
Just play your basketball. You know, we just talked about like the atmosphere here. You still got to play like you. You know, those passes, you don't really see many of those like full court kind of style passes from Trip Pinion. I don't want to see those right now either. You know, you only got a 3-point lead. Just please play safe basketball.
Into the hands of Parker. Now going to get it to Fusion. He's going to drive it with that left hand. Took a third step, going up and hitting. Tough finish right over the outstretched arms of Stevenson. 29-28. Warriors with 3:33 to go now. In the corner, Stevenson swinging one wide to Dickerson. Up top, Pinion over to his brother. How he fit that in that seam, I don't know. Gonna find Stevenson down low. No good. Stolen away by Duke with 3:17 to play. Here comes Parker driving in with that left hand. Shake and bake move out to Kirby. Flicks a three up. Can't get it to go. Parker now, 3:04 to go. Down 1 point to the Warriors. Up top to Fusion. Over to Duke. Driving in now and losing it. Kirby gets it back and slingshots off of Lucas Dickerson. Dickerson will pick up a blocking foul there. It looked like he got the worst of that exchange. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Kirby plays football, and you can see it there. Kirby at the line to shoot two. First one going up and going in. That brings it 29 apiece into the game. Number 5, I know your name. Don't tell me your name. Elliott Barnes checks into the game. 2:52 to go. Second free throw going up and will not go in. Kirby definitely going to have to get some rebounds right here. That one was a coin flip going to DeKalb County's way. I mean, it was a blink and you miss it. I have no idea who it was off of. Referee signaled DeKalb County basketball, and I agree. Here comes Parker with 2:45 to go. 29 all. With Sims, the point of attack defender, spinning off of him, kicking out Kirby. Going to flick up another one. Tried to bank it in from the corner as Duke will pick up an over-the-back call, going for the rebound up over Trip Pinion. The disadvantages of being tall.
Yes.
But right now the Warriors bringing the ball down the court. 4 fouls in the quarter either way with 2:30 to go. So next foul, either team will be shooting free throws. Big thing to monitor right there. Up top to Trip Pinion. Driving in with that left hand, crossing, mid-ranger. couldn't get it off the back iron, rebounded by Parker. Feel like he's got to have 20 boards by now. Right place, right time kind of player. Gonna get it to Barnes for three. Ooh, bottom of the net there. Time out. Right now, DeKalb County with a 32-29 advantage with 2:11 to go in the third quarter, as bleak times like this call for True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, where you don't just get one agent working for you. You instead get a team of 25 that work together like a family to get you the results that not only you need, but you deserve. True North Real Estate. Thank you to them once again for sponsoring tonight's game. Could not be possible without you nor the people at Stonecom Radio. Thank you for entrusting two teenagers with very complex, very heavy stuff here on the road. Just put it in our hands and sent us on our way. Could not be any more grateful, everybody at Stonecom Radio, for making that happen. You let me meet my idol, Mike Keith, last year.
Wow.
Now let me broadcast this game on your radio station. Give me all your equipment. Hard to find somebody that's a bigger fan of Stonecom Radio than the guy sitting right here. But what I'd be a fan of right now is the Warriors to erase this three-point deficit they currently face with 2:05 to go. Pinion bringing the ball across half court, going around a double picket screen, going to hand it off to Dickerson up top. Tucker Pinion, sidestep three-pointer, got to get it. Just off the side. Stevenson threw it right to Duke. Got to applaud that effort, though. Pinion trailing behind. Hendricks into the corner, up top to Parker with 1:42 to play. Spacing everybody out, trying to go to work on Sims with 1:35 to go. Sims not going to let him. Forcing him way away from the basket. Crossing over to the left hand, switching back to the right now. You got to get that ball out a little bit quicker right there. Duke, mid-ranger, bucket. 5-point lead now for DeKalb County, 1:17 to go. You can't get too nervous in situations like this. Can't be forcing up stuff that's not you. But the Pinion Company need to be playing with some urgency. Over to Dickerson to the corner. Tucker Pinion up top, trip. 1:03 to play. They're down 5 points. 60 seconds even now before the fourth quarter starts. Here comes Trip Pinion. Going up and under and getting the shooter's roll. Heavily contested shot from Trip Pinion. Heavily contested shot for some is a layup for others. That was a layup for Trip Pinion. Kirby bringing the ball down the court because Parker is getting face guarded up and down by Sims. Now Kirby guarded closely at the top of the key by Stevenson. Had trouble handling the ball early. Definitely want to attack him. Now going to get over to Parker. Sims on him with 22 seconds to play. Holding for that last shot. I don't hate it with a three-point lead. Let's see if the Warriors can force up a miss. Definitely can't foul, though, with 4 personals in the third. Driving in now, Parker. Going to kick one to the corner. Barnes mishandles. Oh, going to whistle Trip Pinion for a foul. Wrong place, wrong time for Mr. Pinion. Barnes blew the wide-open three-pointer. Instead, we'll get 2 free throws instead. 5 seconds go in the third quarter. Warriors down 34-31, pending 2 Barnes free throws. First one up and no good. That's huge. Any basket, any points that are left out there on the court by DeKalb County go a long way right now, especially if the Warriors can use the next 5 seconds and make this a 1 for 2, maybe a 1 for 3 play. 5 seconds, Pinion full head of steam into the lane. Spinning, going up, a lot of contact. Lips out. 35-31, 8 minutes to go in somebody's season. Who will it be? Will it be the Warriors down 4 points, or will DeKalb County surrender this 35-31 advantage that they currently have? I don't know, but we'll find out. Something that you should have found out by now. Everybody at True North Real Estate and Auction Services are a part of the fastest growing real estate and auction company in the area. I trust them with my buying or selling process that I'm going through, so you should too. True North Properties Real Estate, your local auction team, supports the Warriors, and that is apparent here tonight. 8 minutes to go right here, Roberts. 8 minutes in somebody's season. How can the Warriors avoid this from being the end of a magical run?
One thing I'm curious about right now is you think the Warriors are going to go to a defensive change? That's kind of been the problem. They haven't been able to stop DeKalb from threes and mid-ranges. You think they're going to try and go to a zone or stick to the man on man?
I think you stick to the man, as I'm not sure. My view's a little hampered here now. Haley Truesdale decided to wear a bun up, so I'm going to have to peer over her sitting right in front of me, classless. Over to Kirby now, 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Kirby with Stevenson on him. They haven't abandoned that zone, like you said, Roberts. How bleak does it have to get for major changes?
You got to just be in desperation. You know, you're in the fourth quarter down 15. That's when you start changing stuff up.
Parker on the low block, stolen away. Dickerson into the hands of Pinion now. Pinion going to try and take charge of the situation. Turning, spinning, couldn't get it to go. Parker looked like he rolled an ankle, or maybe just a little slow to get up. I'm not sure, but it's into the hands of him now, and he's walking as gingerly up the court as he has before. Can't tell too much of a difference there as he blows by Sims, and going to get a foul on. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me.
I guess.
Kickball.
Okay.
I was going to say, there's no way that's a foul on Gage. 7:10 to play. DeKalb County going to take it out on the opposite sideline. Okay, foul on Sims. That'll be his third personal. Sims, he's played the whole season, it feels like, in foul trouble. Just his kind of on-ball, aggressive type of defense that he plays. Definitely going to have to be very careful with how he plays over the next 7 minutes and 10 seconds because we're down 4 points, and we need Cole Sims out there, help facilitate this offense and guard closely. Going to swing one wide out to Kirby. He's going to get it in the hands of Fusion, bringing the ball up the court with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Up top, Kirby driving in with the left hand to the corner. Fusion driving in and losing it, stolen away. These are the opportunities that you got to take advantage of. Pinion head the line for two. Trip Pinion can cut the deficit in half. As DeKalb County's had 2 offensive possessions, they've had 2 turnovers. Warriors just got to capitalize on these situations, these opportunities. Pinion at the line, it's a golden chance to do it. Let's see if he can knock him down. Tripp, his first free throw up and just couldn't get it to go. In the game, Hancock, out goes Duke, out goes Stevenson, out goes Dickerson, in comes Griffin, in comes Lewis. It'll be Hancock, Parker, Hendricks, Kirby, and Fusion versus Pinion, Sims, Griffin, and Dickerson. It'll be 35-32 after that made free throw. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Lewis now going to draw the assignment on Parker. Going to get over to Fusion. Up top to Parker. Gets doubled. Swings in the corner. Kirby thought about it. Up top, Fusion. Fusion going to swing one down. Hancock left wide open. Can't trade a 1 for a 2. It's bad math. Coach Mitchell knows that. That's why Michael Arcia Davis is set to check in for his defense. Sims, 6:18 to go, driving in with the right hand, spinning, going right over Hancock. Just couldn't get it to go. Ball hits the deck and goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. 6:09 left to play. DeKalb County basketball sitting down for a little bit. Tucker Pinion out to the game's fresh legs. Michael Arcia Davis. Let's say if his aggressive on-ball style of defense meshes well with this unit. Up top, Parker, 6:03 to play. To Fusion, thought about it. Now going to get it back to Parker. Less than 6 minutes to go in somebody's season. I keep saying it. Who's it going to be? Fusion thought about it. Over to Parker now. 5:50 to go. Up top to Fusion again. Going to keep swinging it. Two-man game. More like keep away. Trying to expose the holes in this Warriors defense. Pinion gambled. Driving in now. Kicking to the corner. Back up top to Parker. They are chewing a lot of clock. Going to get by Lewis now. spinning right back into Lewis's trap. Now Kirby up top to Fusion, just still passing the ball around, not even really looking to the basket. Here comes Fusion, going to kick it back out to Parker. 5:17 to go. Nearly lost it in the hands of Fusion. Going to gear up for one. A three-pointer from Fusion. 40-32. Warriors are down 8. That's the kind of possession you can't have. Let them chew up a lot of clock and still get the highest amount of points they can get on one shot. Oh, Pinion spinning, going up, and they're going to say the foul was on the court instead of in the act of shooting. Negates an and one opportunity. Out goes Davis, in comes Dickerson, sensing we could use his three-point shooting prowess over the next 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Hard to say that I disagree with that one. Definitely need every big shot we can get. Pinion down low to Lewis, driving in, mid-ranger, fading. Couldn't get it. Tipped up and corralled by Fusion. Pinion hits the deck hard. 4:52 to go. Into the hands of Parker. Warriors are down 8 points. It's going to have to be a comeback of the ages right here, Roberts. Going to swing one to Hancock. DeKalb County is content wasting as much time. Not so much of not letting you beat me. I'm not going to let us beat me. Driving in now, going up. Brings it out to 10. A left-handed layup from Parker.
You can't allow that.
They're lulling the Warriors to sleep right now, Roberts. They're going to have to wake up defensively. Pinion getting bumped, going up, getting a shot at 2 free throws. Hendricks will pick up his 3rd foul, I believe. Pinion definitely needs to hit these 2 free throws. They are monumental for how the rest of this game will pan out. Got to get the freebies. These are the freebies. Pinion, first free throw, up, lifts out. Lid on the rim for Pinion. Here comes Stevenson, here comes Tucker. Out goes Griffin, out goes Lewis. 4:20 to play right now. How can the Warriors get back in this one? Waiting on Pinion to shoot his 2nd free throw. And it looks like Parker may be bleeding.
Okay.
As you go ahead, Roberts.
But it all starts with this trip Pinion free throw. I'd rather it be a 9-point game than a 10-point game. You know, that's only 3 threes. But man, I've talked about it before earlier in the season. You got to have these ball games before 2 minutes. I really feel like that. Once it gets to 2 minutes, it's like the game's already over with. So the Warriors are going to have to find some offense here quick.
Looked like Parker was
defensive answer.
Looked like Parker was bleeding from the mouth right there. Got him all situated over the next 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Roberts, I agree. I like 9 a lot better than I like 10. But I'd like to be a little bit closer to 9 when 2 minutes rolls around. Let's see, Pinion going up with the 2nd. Hits it after the break, 42-33. Now the score, breaking the press with ease. Here comes Kirby, going up with the left hand, blocked by Stevenson. Hancock missed the layup, rebounded by Sims. When they press, they can't press that easily. Pinion into the hands of Dickerson, couldn't get it to go, rebounded by Stevenson.
Yes.
On the court. Foul on DeKalb County. The people seated to my left are not fans, and they're the ones in the black T-shirts, Roberts.
Yeah, that's fitting.
But Pinion pushing the pace, finding that open 3, and Dickerson just couldn't knock it down. Now we're going to take a timeout. And once again, just want to take this time out to thank our game sponsor, True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. Stonecom Radio sent us in the right direction when they helped us with this entire setup. Could not do it without them. Shaping up for a great game. I'm sure that they're pleased for it. 4:12 to go in the ball game. Warriors down 9 points. It's gut check time. Let's see if they can't come back right now. Again, for any of you that hate this, sorry, this is just the cards that were dealt to us. This is the first time that we've ever done radio broadcasting, so despite you just seeing us, we're having to paint a picture for you, and I'm not a very good artist in my own right, but couldn't be more thrilled to be here for that. And we already got a foul right there. That'll be free throws.
Wow.
That's huge, Roberts. That's huge. Hancock commits, I believe, his 3rd or 4th. I'll be listening for that.
Should be 3rd.
Fourth.
Oh,
Fourth.
wow.
He's one away. He's been a little bit of extra juice on the inside. Losing him for the game would be disastrous. Sims hits the first one, cuts it to 8 points. Right now, they're in the bonus. They'll be shooting for the rest of the game from the free throw line. Flip side, they've only committed one foul to fourth. 2 free throws we had to have right there. 42-35. Stole away. No, Fusion gets it back. Nearly steps out of bounds. Throws it to Tucker Pinion driving in the lane. Going up. A lot of contact. Nothing. Into the hands of Hendricks. Going to get a foul on the Warriors. You talk about, oh no. Pinion not getting up, grabbing the back of his leg. Grabbing the back of his leg. Oh no. Trip Pinion right around that knee area. Out comes Brent Ryan, and no matter how this game plays out, you hate to see that from the Cumberland University commit. Trip Pinion is going to get to play college football. Just hope it doesn't hurt. Hope it's nothing too serious, because we definitely need him over the next 4 minutes. But knowing he has after high school plans, immediately the first thoughts I have is to his long-term well-being. It's deathly quiet here. Hope Trip Pinion is okay. Somebody that has hurt right around the part of the body that is hurting him, I know that it's no fun. And this is just not the scene you want to see right here. It's 42-35 with 4 minutes to play, but we've got Trip Pinion down on the court, being tended to by Brent Ryan. Coach Mitchell looks like Cumberland County's athletic trainer and DeKalb County's head coach. Love to see the sportsmanship of this. Everybody huddling up around Trip, making sure that this isn't anything too serious. Next 4 minutes don't matter as much as next 4 years at Cumberland University for him. I know nobody wants to tell him that. Trip Pinion very high-strung, very focused, very hard-headed when it comes to his health. I know it drives people around him crazy, but Trip Pinion will never tell you he's not 100%. But right now it is obvious he is not 100%. He is up. He deserves a huge standing ovation. He's going to limp off, putting no weight on that right leg. I hate to see that. That's unfair to him for everything he's done for the program, everything that he's poured into the community. Trip Pinion is community icon. He's somebody that will be talked about for his time with the Warriors for years and years. And if this is how his basketball career ends, that's like Nolan Ryan blowing out his elbow. You just hate to see it. Right now, let's see if that does inspire the Warriors over the next 4 minutes. Just 240 seconds to go in their season if they can't come back from a 42-35 deficit. Hendricks bottled up, going to find Parker. Over to Fusion now, trying to back down. Dickerson stolen away, up ahead. Stevenson going up, sliding through. Not a travel, as they may tell you. That one cuts it 42-37. Playing with a new amount of life here into the hands of Hancock. Timeout to DeKalb County. I can understand why they thought Gage Stevenson traveled. I didn't think he was going to be able to not, but that long stride, he bounced it up off the glass. He took 2 steps.
Yeah, he escaped dragging that back foot. I mean, it was close, but it was clean.
Against his better intuition as a wide receiver to drag that back foot and make it a completion. But never should ignore your state of mind whenever it comes to real estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, you don't just get one agent working for you at True North Real Estate. You get a team of 25 that work together like a family to get you the results that you don't need these results. You don't even want these results. You deserve these results, Roberts, over at True North Real Estate. Right now, Trip Pinion exits stage right. Very interested to see what the prognosis is for him. But over the next 3 minutes and 34 seconds, the Warriors are down 42-37. They're rolling with Sims, Tucker Pinion, Michael Arcia Davis, Gage Stevenson, and Lucas Dickerson. It's a 5 that gives you a fighting shot. Let's see.
Feels like a movie.
Yeah. Going to hand it off to Parker. coming out of that out-of-bounds play, driving in on Davis. That one could have went either way. Coach Mitchell clamoring for an arm bar, but they're going to get Davis for a pushing foul. 3:27 to go. Just the team's third foul of the fourth quarter, but you don't want to give free throws to this team right now as they are doing everything they can to get free of Davis.
Yeah.
To no avail. Fusion was standing on the wrong side of the official. Fusion, body hit the deck. They're going to get Stevenson for a foul.
Wow.
You see people get away with a lot on inbounds plays, a la Reggie Miller against the Knicks or against the Bulls, or against anybody in the clutch. Not that time. Trying their best to not let it get in the hands of Parker, but it will. Guarded closely by Davis. Deflected by Stevenson into the hands of Kirby, though. 3:17 to play. Kicking it back out, Hancock. 3:15 to go. They're up 5 points. Warriors going to see it get in the hands. Oh, a pushing foul. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
They've had 3 of those on this possession alone. And talking about you don't want to send them to the line, that's what will happen. For the next 3 minutes and 9 seconds, each team is in the bonus. And Parker will be at the line shooting 2, up 42-37. Can't get the first one to go.
Okay.
The first one's the one you don't want to miss for the offense. Right now, the Warriors got to get a rebound. It's a 4-on-1. If he does miss, Parker will not. Brings it out to a nice, even 6-point lead. 3:05 left to play. Sims going to swing one over to Dickerson. Down low, Davis. Davis going to kick it out. Dickerson deep. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Tucker Pinion. Tucker down low to Sims. Driving in, floating one up, and a foul. A very late call. I completely agree with the call, Roberts. I don't care. They could have no jerseys on. If I just saw that objectively, that's the right call. I understand that DeKalb County's upset that it happened so late.
Yeah,
but everybody in a black shirt stood up at once. Looked like they were doing the wave. It was not a very friendly wave towards the officials. Sims from the line hits the first. His free throws have come at very important times throughout the season, and he missed a lot in Smith County against Livingston. I feel like he's made a pact that games aren't going to come down to his free throws as he misses the second, but cuts it to a 5-point game. In the hands of Parker now, going cross, dribbling with Davis on him. You can see he's ready to use that arm bar. Driving past Davis and going to spin back out. 2:33 to play. Got to manufacture a stop. Going to get Davis on a foul. Not giving him a whole lot of grace guarding Parker at the top of the key. He's got to adjust to that. Obviously can't guard him as close as he is now or be as physical with him. Parker hits the first, going to bring it back out to a 6-point lead. Here comes Lewis in for Arcia Davis. And if if Lewis is on Parker, does that exercise help for calls like that as Parker can't hit the second? Sims driving in, kicking out. Tucker Pinion got to have it. Missed, rebounded by Parker. Bringing the ball up the court, dribble it off his foot. He turns around, falls on his back, into the hands of Tucker Pinion, going up. Oh! That should be a court date, ladies and gentlemen. He should be gone. You should not see number 10 Hendricks for the rest of the game. That is a disgusting foul that has no place in any sort of basketball. I saw the X. That's an intentional, and that should be a trip to county jail. That was terrible.
That's horrible.
And that was his sole intent.
That's completely unacceptable. I'm laughing at him just like how crazy that is to me.
Tucker can't hit the free throw, though. Tucker was going up, and the guy had his head down and just shoved him. Completely just shoved him. Tucker, second free throw. Good. That should give us the possession. If I'm not mistaken, it will. So that cuts it to 5. Warriors, hey, this is the kind of kind of momentum shift you need right here. In the hands of Stevenson at the wing. Going to get it to Sims in the corner. Sims out. Tucker, redemption. Yes! Ball doesn't lie! True North three-pointer. Tucker Pinion. 44-42 in favor of DeKalb County. 121 seconds to go in this one, ladies and gentlemen. And that was a stupid 4-point foul. That's what that resulted in. Right now, it is neither foul nor stupid to use True North Properties Real Estate, True North Real Estate and Auction Services. Whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. The Warriors are heading in the right direction. 2 minutes and 1 second left in the ball game. It's a 2-point deficit. They're forcing turnovers, and they are they're playing in the memory of Trip Pinion, it feels like. As soon as he went out, there's two ways that can go. You can play for him or you can play without him. They're playing for him right now. Let's see. His brother's having a big moment right here. Is right around the 2-year mark that Tripp hit that layup against Stone Memorial. Let's see if Tucker Pinion doesn't have a similar moment in him.
Well, I said it, Dicus. I was like, man, it feels like a story. You know, the star player goes out, team's down by 7 or 6, whatever we were at that point. 9, I actually believe.
Yeah, and then at one point it was 10. Yeah. And then the Disney villain Hendricks with the disgusting act. So we're going to get Sims got wrapped up with Parker. That'll be his 4th.
Well, if we're going to foul, at least it's
At least no time comes off the clock. That'll be Sims' 4th. We got to have him. And I don't just say that to say that, Roberts. We have to have Cole Sims. As I refer to him, mini Trip Pinion.
Yes.
I mean, he's
plays just like him.
Free throw, shooters roll in for Parker. He's a less experienced, less polished Trip Pinion, but I'd still love to have that out there. Facilitate the ball, pass the ball, defend as Parker does his job, brings it back out to a 4-point game. 2-minute warning in the ball game. Here comes Sims. Jump move out to Stevenson. Going to find Lewis now. Going to hand it off to Tucker. Going to keep it. Juked me out a little bit. Going up with a floater. Oh, Tucker Pinion. A complete non-jump floater. What do we have right here? Cole Sims, did he just foul out? He came over and went double zeros.
Oh.
I have no idea what that call was, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe, I think he did this. I think he did this, like 10.
Okay.
Like, I think it was on Keon, but he held the one up with his pinky.
Interesting. As another quick foul. Right now you're just banking on poor free throw shooting. That's what it comes down to. You got Hancock at the line. 1:41 to go. The Warriors are up 46-44. He's got to miss one of these.
Hopefully.
First one up. Not going to be that one. 47-44 is the lead. You want it right now with 1:41 to go. You want that one possession lead. One possession deficit. Second free throw good. Now Warriors can't go trading 2 for 2s. Gonna have to make a little bit of their luck. Sims spinning, gets it to go. Shooters roll. 48-46 into the hands of Parker. Dribbling away. Smart from Sims not to foul him, knowing it'd be his 5th. Driving in, gonna find Fusion. Driving in the lane. Gonna get Dickerson with a foul. Just wasn't quick enough to grab at that ball and force a jump. That'll be Dickerson's 2nd. And into the hands of Fusion at the line. Again, just fingers crossed for missed free throws. There's one. That's huge, Roberts.
That's it.
Even if he makes this one, it's a one-possession game. Now you can hit a 2, come back down. They miss free throw. It's back down to a 2-point deficit. You can go 3s. It will be a 3-point deficit. 49-46. Here comes Sims. 1:18 to go. Driving in the lane. Trying to spin. Finds Lewis. Going up with the floater. Too hard off the glass. Lewis with the foul. A golden opportunity there. Lewis just forced it too hard off the glass. Went off the front iron, and he'll pick up a foul there, sending DeKalb County to the free throw line. with a 3-point lead and 70 seconds left. It'll be Kirby, who isn't a phenomenal shooter, but a good one. Hate to see Trip Pinion on crutches, but you love to see him on that bench. See if you can't get a little Pinion magic in the building. 50-46 after the first one goes in by Dallas Kirby. 1:10 to play. Second free throw up and good. 51-46. Going to have to score quickly. Here comes Sims with 1:05 to play. Going around a Lewis screen. Pulling back out. Don't have time to play. Pass around. Going to have to get it in the hands of Pinion, who will draw the foul. No. Called it on the Warriors.
Really? Wow.
Tucker Pinion got whistled for a push-off.
The foul was called before, like, Tucker even made the attempt to the basket. So it had to be before. It couldn't have been a hook.
I'm not sure.
59.9
seconds left. The Warriors are down 5 points. 51-46. Tucker Pinion just picked up his 4th personal. And that should be sending DeKalb County the line to shoot 2. Again, just you got to have some missed free throws right now. Going to have an insane amount of luck. 59.9 seconds. How does it have to go perfectly for these Warriors, Roberts?
Man, 2 missed free throws, a good rebound, quick 3. Still off the inbounds, another quick 3. That's a tie ball game. And just the tricky part is, you can't even really be tied. You really need to be up.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part about high school basketball. It's just no shot clock. And just everything really has to go perfect, I guess.
So now I'm confused because DeKalb County will be bringing the ball out of bounds. I'm not sure what they called. A foul while DeKalb County was calling for a timeout. They're going to get somebody for a foul on the inbounds. Number 4, Stevenson. We'll send Kirby to the line to shoot 2. We've got a 5-point lead and 2 free throws with 59.9 seconds left in the ball game. Kirby shooting, first one up and no good. Off the back iron. Talking about missed free throws, got to have them. There's one. This next one can bring it out to a 6-point lead. That's 2 3-pointers. Free throw up and good. Warriors down 2 threes with 59.9 seconds left. Going to get it over to Sims now at the top of the key, driving in, spinning, going up off glass and getting it to go in. Left-handed finish, 52-48. Whoa, what are we calling? What are we calling? Offensive! Thank you. Thank you. The correct call, Fusion barreling over the Warriors defender. 52-48 now. The people in the black shirts hate it. The people in the maroon shirts will send referees Christmas cards for years to come if they come back from this one. Out to Davis at the top of the key. Over to Dickerson. Going to swing it to Stevenson. Up top, Lucas thought about it. To Tucker. Going to take a deep one. Off the back iron and rebounded by Parker. 38.8 seconds left. That'll be, I believe, the 3rd foul on Lucas Dickerson. 52-48. Going to send DeKalb County to the line. Shooting 2, it'll be Parker. Still need an insane amount of luck to pull this one off. First free throw up, good. Brings it to 5. Here comes Griffin, out goes Davis. 38.8 seconds left. Warriors down 53-48. This one you got to miss if you're for the Warriors. You got to have a miss. That's what you get. And they give up the rebound to Parker. Deflected and stolen away by Pinion. Bringing the ball down the court. Going to take the 3. Off the other side and rebounded by Dickerson. Going to float one up. Here comes Sims with 23 seconds left. Going into the lane and one. Cole Sims, the Warriors won't go down without a fight. Everybody's standing up for that one. Cuts it 53-50 with a chance to make it a 2-point ball game. My, Roberts. I hate that you guys can't see it, but at least you'll see the look on our face no matter what happens. 53-50, 21 seconds left. Sims at the line, shooting. Can't get it to go.
That bounced out like that?
That was just an unbelievable bounce out. Whoa! 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 They're going to get Dickerson on a foul. A symphony of boos from the Warrior faithful. He had the ball, went and looked like he was going for a under center handoff. Dickerson stole the ball away, and he gets whistled for his 4th foul. 15.7 seconds left, 53-50 in favor of DeKalb County. Fusion hits that one, 54-50. Timeout DeKalb County. What can you say if you're Coach Mitchell to these boys? 15.7 seconds left. Down 4 at best, down 5 at worst.
Yeah. You keep giving DeKalb chances to build this lead, and you keep coming back yourself, but that time's over with. You know, there's 15 seconds left. If you're going to win this ball game, there's no mistakes. You're going to have to make your shots. You're going to have to make the right shots and take the right shots. And then it's just a discussion of whether to foul or see what plays out. I don't know. It's just these moments are so hard to do.
It's just basketball gods got to shine on you on games like this. How ironic a game where there was one combined foul in the first quarter will come down to, do you foul now, do you foul here, free throws this, free throws that. It's a different atmosphere here right now. There is no home team. Both of these teams made very long, arduous drives. Neither one wants to go back empty-handed. 55-50 after that free throw. Into the hands of Tucker Pinion. 13 seconds left, driving into the lane. Going up and missing. Rebounded by Kirby. That should do it. Kirby going to dribble out of it with 2 seconds left. DeKalb County has pulled off the upset. 55-50. Your final score report here at Cumberland County. Coach Mitchell giving Trip Pinion much-deserved love there. And you just hate it for all these seniors to go out like that. DeKalb County lives to fight another day, though. They'll take on Stone Memorial tomorrow at 5:30. Warriors, here starts the grieving process. And love to see the class here from DeKalb County go over and shake Trip Pinion's hand on the end of the bench. Terrible. Whose lives will be completely different from here on out. Put on the Rune and Gray for the last time. That's Gage Stevenson, Darvon Richmond, Jordan Brown, Nate Griffin, Keon Lewis, Michael Arcia Davis, and, of course, Mr. Trip Pinion, the 8 seniors. Hate to see their season end like that, but
it don't feel real.
No,
it don't feel like a Warrior exit.
I feel like tomorrow I'm going to see them play again, but I'm not. It's just crazy that this season we've spent covering these boys has ended.
That's crazy. It
on a crazy note.
Settled in. You know, it just everything doesn't feel right. I'm not used to this gym. I don't know. I can't explain my feelings right now, but that is not.
Seems like we're in a dream state. Like
everything's off. You know, we're doing radio.
Yeah.
I've never been in this gym. The Warriors weren't expecting to play in this gym. I weren't expecting to play in this gym for the tournament. You know, it's just nothing just feels.
It feels like opposite day. It really does. It's been a long one.
Wow.
Hate it for these Warriors. They're going to bring back a very talented. We're going to try and catch every game that we can.